got to get into this. Now, we know the refs in the WNBA, complete jokes, Home Depot workers, Target workers, Best Buy customer service phone reps. Okay, we know they are not legitimate referees. They do odd jobs. They paint houses. They fix plumbing, all types of stuff. They're not professional referees. These WNBA referees have been folks. The WNBA just got hit with a scandal nobody saw coming. Leaked footage has blown the lid off something fans have been screaming about for months. Music, and now there's no hiding it. For weeks, people said Caitlin Clark was being hunted on the court by veterans who didn't want to share the spotlight. Now there's proof. A 9-second clip caught the referees looking away, while a dangerous, unnecessary hit landed right in front of them. Music, no whistle, no foul call, no protection for the rookie everyone's talking about. And this wasn't a bad angle or a miscall. The tape shows it clear as day. The ref saw it happen and chose to do nothing. Music, here's where it gets worse. By the league, fans aren't just questioning a miscall anymore. They're asking if the people in charge of protecting players are actually letting the league's biggest star get taken down on purpose. And tonight, Music, that question isn't going away quietly. They are wanted. They're all over the news. Okay. This is crazy, man. They are all over Fox News getting absolutely slaughtered. Let's check it out.
All right. Yeah, Harris, that fist to the neck is hard enough to watch, but when you watch this play back, you can see even before that, Alyssa Thomas knees Caitlin Clark in the groin, then puts her fist into Kate Clark's neck, and then nearly stomps on Clark while stepping over her. The ball is already gone by the time any of that happens, and
we can't forget who let this go down. These are the two that are wanted on the news. WNBA Rico.
Despite a ref being right there, they didn't call anything. Not long after that, Clark was again targeted by what her coach calls another blatant cheap shot that led to her leaving the game with an injury, and again, no foul was called. After the game, the Indiana Fever coach was livid that the officials in the league continue to allow this kind of thing to happen.
Yo, that image is crazy. That is crazy what's going on, man. They all over the damn news again. Kathy, you ain't been on the news since Nafisa Collier blasted your ass after they got eliminated last year by this same goon who is the reason that Nafisa Collier is still out with injury. Kathy, y'all all over the news again, girl. WNBA Rico.
We have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar who had two cheap shots right there.
This scandal didn't just stay online. It hit the league right where it hurts. Music stadiums are turning empty. Fans are boycotting in numbers nobody expected. And TV cameras are panning over rows of empty seats during primetime games. Music, that kind of silence, is louder than any chant. With ratings crashing and seats going cold, the league, Music, panicked and fast. They suspended the official at the center of it all. A move nobody thought would actually happen. But that's not even the biggest twist. That same referee broke her silence under pressure from the media storm. She came forward and admitted something shocking. She said there was pressure from people above her to let veterans go hard on Clark to slow down her rise and protect the league's old guard. She basically confirmed what fans were already saying. The locker rooms saw Clark as a threat. Music, not a star to celebrate. That confession lit a fire under everyone. The commissioner reportedly lost her composure completely because now it's not just a PR headache, it's a financial emergency. Music, big money sponsors are pulling back, calling emergency meetings, rethinking their contracts. None of them want their brand tied to a league that let a player get hurt on live TV and look the other way. And behind the scenes, Music, things are getting messy. Veteran players are reportedly clashing with team management as fans demand bans, real ones, permanent ones, for everyone connected to this. So now the league is stuck. Protect the people involved, and the stands stay empty. Turn on them, and they admit the whole thing was real all along. Either way, there's no clean way out of this one.
When you have these things continue to happen time and time again, eventually it gets frustrating.
After those videos went viral late yesterday, the WNBA decided to take action, and the punishment for recklessly targeting and endangering the league's biggest star was a single-game suspension.
Disgusting. A single-game suspension is absolutely disgusting, Kathy Engelbert. You ought to fire your damn self.
For Alyssa Thomas, and a flagrant foul, too, that carries a $1,000 fine. The Phoenix Mercury appeared to mock the whole thing, posting and then quickly deleting this meme after the game, showing a Mercury player on the floor. These latest incidents are only fueling critics who argue the league doesn't value and is not protecting its biggest star, who's elevated women's basketball to places it's never been, with record TV deals and viewing numbers, sold out arenas whenever and wherever Caitlin Clark is playing. Harris?
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the stats that were just handed to me right now. I mean, this is incredible, the impact she's had. I'll get into it. Garrett, thank you. Gianna Caldwell, Fox News political analyst, is with me now. First of all, I want to get your idea of her effect in the WNBA as a player. Caitlin's.
Well, I mean, this is pretty clear what her effect has been. One expert puts it in 2024, Caitlin Clark was responsible for 25% of the WNBA's total revenue. 25%. That's massive. The numbers.
And that's the trap they're stuck in. Punish everyone hard, expose the music, whole mess, and they risk players turning on the league itself, a full-blown mutiny that could break the game apart from the inside. But here's the real problem for the league bosses. It's not their call anymore. The fans took over this story a long time ago, and they're not settling for small fixes or quiet apologies. Music, they want a complete clean-out top to bottom. And through all of this noise, Clark's side hasn't said a word. No statements, no interviews, nothing. They don't need to. The footage is talking. Music, the empty arenas are talking, the crashing ratings are talking. And that silence is doing more damage than any press conference ever could. Music, every hour that goes by without a real investigation just makes the league look guiltier, shakier, and more out of control. Right now, the WNBA isn't just facing a scandal. Music, it's facing a countdown.
And Clark, because she comes off as soft, she comes off as weak, she comes off as a brat, she comes off as too...
Or she just wants to play basketball, and it's a bunch of goon and thuggery going on right now for no reason. Are we basketball players or are we gangsters? That's what I'm asking, because it doesn't make sense, a lot of this stuff that is going on.
That way, and the reason why she's tried that way is because those women know that they can get away with it, right?
Correct.
So, of course, if I'm talking to my son and he's getting picked on at school, right? And then, like, no. Because this is my thing. This is my thing, Acho. Caitlin Clark deciding to fight back and receiving the swiftest right hand to the jaw west of the Mississippi we have ever seen would be a terrible thing for the league. I'm sorry, it can't, because I'm telling you, the reason they're trying them, hold up. The reason they're trying her is because, I wish she got mad enough to come at me. I wish she did.
I'm glad. Hold on, I'm glad
that's not a good idea
for this. Not yet, TJ, but I'm glad we have my dog in the building for this, because TJ was quick to step into a fight. Is someone who's not a fighter, take it from me, people try you until they realize you're actually about that action. And the moment they realize, oh, you're actually about that action, they stop trying you. This is a true story. My coach was coaching Zach Thomas, Hall of Fame Zach Thomas, linebacker for the Dolphins. The first day of practice, Zach.
But what are we talking about? We're talking about women, though. She shouldn't be forced to go in there and have a brawl with somebody. Like, come on, man. This thing has gone so far left and it's become so ridiculous. I think people are really losing their minds about it. She's facing being targeted, hate, jealousy, envy. It's that simple. Like, where's the commissioner stepping in? She shouldn't have to punch somebody in the face and tarnish her brand to protect herself. Like, come on.
Thomas, 34-year-old veteran linebacker for the Dolphins, got in a fight with a rookie. His linebacker coach, Will Muschamp, said, "Hey, Zach," walking off the field together, arm in arm, Zach Thomas holding his helmet and a shoulder pads. TJ says, "Zach, why the hell you fight this rookie?" Zach Thomas said, "Kieran, because the rookie held me."
And if I fight him when he holds me the first time, he's going to realize every time he holds me, he might have to fight me. And he's not going to want to fight me every day. And I took that principle, Kieran, and I ran with it. I ran with it going into my senior year after I heard that story. Not because I'm a fighter. Because you got to remember, bruh, every time they're not going to want to fight you, Caitlin. And so the fact of the matter is, if you just fight one, just
Secrets that used to stay locked inside the locker room are now splashed across every major news outlet in the country. Music and the message from fans couldn't be louder. They're not coming back to the arenas until real justice is delivered. And this broken system is torn down completely from the very top. Let's be honest about where things stand right now. The WNBA front office has hit a wall it cannot climb back over. This isn't a small PR problem anymore. This is a full-blown collision between angry fans demanding change and a financial crisis that keeps getting worse by the day. And when those two forces hit at the same time, there's usually no walking it back. Think about what we actually know at this point. Music, the footage is out there for anyone to watch. It's not blurry. It's not up for debate. It's not open to interpretation. People have seen it with their own eyes. And on top of that, insiders who used to stay quiet are now speaking up, pulling back the curtain on a system that was supposedly built to protect fair competition. Every new detail that leaks out chips away a little more at whatever trust was left. So, here's the real question everyone keeps asking. Was this officiating crew fully aware of what they were doing when they let dangerous, unnecessary contact slide against Caitlin Clark game after music game? Was this a pattern, not an accident? Because once you start looking at it that way, every uncalled foul, every ignored hit, every moment where the whistle should have blown but didn't, it starts looking less like human error and more like a choice. And then there's the bigger fallout. If this referee and players like Alyssa Thomas are found to have crossed the line on purpose, should they be banned from the sport completely? Not a suspension, not a fine, a full permanent removal, so the game can actually rebuild some kind of trust with the people who pay to watch it. Some fans are saying that's the only way forward. Music, others think it's too extreme. But one thing almost everyone agrees on, something has to change, and it has to change fast. Now, zoom out for a second and ask the question that really matters here. Can the WNBA actually bounce back from something like this? Leagues have survived scandals before? Sure. Music, but this one feels different because it's hitting two things at once. The league's reputation and its bank account. Empty music seats don't fill themselves back up overnight. Sponsors don't come rushing back the moment a headline fades. Trust, once it's broken this badly, takes a long time to repair if it can be repaired at all. This is exactly why so many people are glued to this story right now. It's not just basketball drama. It's a real test of whether a major sports league can survive when its own fans turn their backs on it. And right now, nobody, not the executives, not the players, not the commentators, can say for certain how this ends. Music, so here's where you come in. Drop your honest opinion in the comments right now. Do you believe this officiating crew intentionally let Caitlin Clark get targeted on the court? Should there be permanent bans handed out to restore some kind of integrity to the sport? And most importantly, do you think the WNBA can actually recover from a scandal this big? Or is the damage already done? Say what you really think, because the people running this league are watching these reactions closely, and your voice, music, is part of this conversation whether they like it or not. If this story kept you hooked from start to finish, don't scroll past without hitting that like button. It genuinely helps push stories like this one further. Make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are turned on because this situation is moving fast and the next update could drop at any moment. Music, you do not want to miss what happens next. Thanks for sticking around till the end. This story is far from over, and neither are we. See you in the next one.